back. It's Asian Pacific American Heritage Month, and we're showing you all the different ways you can join in the celebrations. In just a week, the West Coast's biggest Taiwanese American Culture Festival comes back to the Bay Area. And here to tell us all about that are festival organizers Peter Lin and Cindy Lee. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
And so this must be so exciting for you guys. I think this is the first time you guys are having the festival come back in person. Walk us through how that feels.
Yeah, it's great. You know, the last festival we had in person was in 2019. So it's been, almost 3 years now, and we're excited to be back at Union Square again, to continue our annual tradition.
Yeah, and obviously the past several years have been really hard for everyone. So to be able to meet up in person, we had our first virtual event last year, and it was nice, but it'll be really great to be able to actually see everyone now.
Yeah, and the Bay Area, and I don't think everyone knows this, the Bay Area is home to so many Taiwanese Americans, some notable personalities. We know basketball star Jeremy Lin, also the co-founder of Yahoo, Jerry Yang, right? So, but because there might not be so much awareness about Taiwanese American culture, what is it about Taiwanese culture that you want people to experience and take away from the upcoming festival?
Well, so, people, when they think of Taiwan, they first think of the food, and which is, food is definitely great in Taiwan and what Taiwanese people are known for. But, there's a little bit of the history and culture of Taiwanese people that I think, the public is not aware about. And so we hope that through this event, we can share more insight on the culture of Taiwan, the history, and why it's significant today. So.
You've mentioned some notable names, so we definitely have connections to the rest of the world, but I think it would be great to share more of that history. For instance, the indigenous people of Taiwan, the languages are part of the Austronesian family, so that stretches all the way down to the South Pacific. And, it is, although we love boba, it does go far beyond that. So we're hoping people get a taste of that at the festival.
Very good. And so kind of walk us through what people can expect at this upcoming festival in Union Square.
So we'll have, a variety of performances, so that span out throughout the day. And then we'll also have a tent that talks about Taiwanese history and culture. And then the tent will also feature various Taiwanese authors and storytellers, which we think are great to bring those stories to life.
Yeah. Some of the children's authors will be at the festival, so it's a great chance for people to bring their kids and listen to story time. Obviously the food, we have some great food vendors who are classics or maybe some new faces to the Bay Area food scene, so I'm excited for people to check those out too.
And you mentioned the food being a huge part of Taiwanese culture, my parents being from Taiwan as well. Like I know all about it, but for our viewers who might not be as familiar, walk us through some maybe the popular food options in Taiwanese culture.
So I think one of the food that we'll have at the event is like niu rou mian, so it's like beef noodle soup, which is classic Taiwanese food. And, I think we're somewhat limited by what we can cook, but I think, that is definitely one of the main attractions. Yeah.
We have some other vendors who are coming in doing prepackaged snacks, and we also have some cool aloe drinks coming out. So I think, obviously fill up on snacks, but also get some refreshing beverages. It's kind of a cliche at this point, but people always say how Taiwanese parents show their love is they ask like, "Jababwe, have you eaten yet?" Ah,
Jababwe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And so we definitely hope people who come to the festival will get to jaba. They will definitely fill up.
And we hope that you get a chance to do that too, because I know you haven't had breakfast yet. This past year over the last couple of years, actually, we've seen this rise in anti-Asian sentiment, and I'm just curious to know how that's affected you personally and members of the Taiwanese American community.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a great point, and I think one of the ways that I think TAP and our festival helps with that, alleviate that issue, is to bring more awareness and awareness about the different cultures that we have in America, and especially in the Bay Area. Taiwanese population is such a big population, so we think that having awareness for one, and that there's a celebration for respect for all the different cultures in America, that we can start to alleviate and address those issues.
Absolutely. I think that in the moments where I personally feel fear or I worry about the elders in our community, I think about the people who come together to make sure that no one has to walk by themselves. And it's not just limited to the Taiwanese community. It's been heartening to see different groups come together. And, I try to remember that when I feel fear.
Very good. What is your message to the community at this time? There's been so much, I suppose, anxiety and fear because of what's happened to and what's been happening in the Asian American community. How can people help?
Well, that feels difficult. I know one of the slogans from the Taiwanese government last year was the hashtag Taiwan can help, and that was quite specifically with the COVID-19 situation and, the lessons that Taiwan has learned about pandemics and how that's helped all of us. And I think the pandemic fed into a lot of other tensions in the community. And so generally, I think we hope that people know that Taiwanese people are helpful and Taiwanese Americans are helpful. Yeah. And so, we're here to celebrate, we're here to help each other.
Yeah, and I think just by spreading the word about our event and maybe coming to our event and just promoting it, I think that's going to help help the situation as well.
Very good. All right, Peter Lin and Cindy Lee with the Taiwanese American Cultural Festival. Thank you so much for being with us here today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, a reminder that the festival does run from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on May 17th. At San Francisco's Union Square. You can find more information at tafestival.org. We'll be right back.